Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. We got a special one today because, ladies and gentlemen, today we are preparing for the Christmas event. Once a year, I have a fun annual marathon where I dress up, drink, and play a bunch of games that you guys nominate. Well, you've been nominating games for a month, well, about 2 to 3 weeks. Today, we're going to tally up all of your nominations and formulate the poll so that you can vote for the next week before the event. Also, today is a momentous and epic day because, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to hit our first milestone goal and lock in our first episode of DSP Tries It of the new methodology. So, will we do it? And will we have it right here live on this stream? We're going to find out all this and more on today's very fun and festive episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
Alrighty, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday, the 17th of December, 2024. I'm DSP. Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast, and welcome to a very special festive show. We've got less than a week until my Christmas marathon, if you can believe it. So it's time to get to work planning on it this morning. But before we do, we already have a whole bunch of support that's come in that I want to shout out to start off today. We start off this podcast with Rox becoming a member. So thank you very much, Rox, for joining as a member on DSPGaming on YouTube. And Perry the White just gifted 10 festive memberships to the community here on YouTube. So thank you to Perry so very, very much. With that early support, that's going to bring us right up to $33 because each membership on YouTube is worth about $3. So that's a great head start. We're basically a fifth of the way to our goal. So let's just get this out of the way and talk about it now, so that way we don't have to talk about it for the rest of the show, okay? So, yesterday was a great day. Although I didn't hit the goal on the first stream, I still had a good amount of support. And then last night, the coin game stream that I did very well. People were very supportive and loving the retro vibes of me playing old arcade games. Many of which I actually had played in real life before, and I was able to add lore and background to a lot of, what it was like being in arcades back in the day. People really had a great time with it, me too, and literally time flew. Like, I don't feel like I played for 2 hours, and I absolutely did, all right? So, last night, we hit the goal and exceeded it, and it looked like we had momentum going. It actually looked like perhaps we were actually going to double the goal, and if we had, we would have locked into 10 and actually locked into DSP Tries It today. But we got close. It was like 211 or 2 something like that. And then the momentum died. Like, all right. Anyway, the good news is we are right there. If we hit the goal on this stream, I am ordering Popeyes for DSP Tries It today. And I've already spoken with my wife about it. Here's what we're getting. We got this big like family pack meal where you can get a whole bunch of chicken tenders and various dipping sauces. 4 different sides, okay? And I'm going to order the ghost pepper chicken sandwich, which is the new item that they have on the menu. So I'll be trying some of their normal menu, plus the new item as well, okay? So, right now, let's hit the goal. Let's do it during this very podcast. While we're doing festive stuff, when we're excited for the Christmas event, let's hit it so I can order. Let's get that food coming, and I will eat that right after the Bloodborne stream, because the Bloodborne Old Hunters DLC stream is right after the end of this show, and we are near the end of the laboratory. If I remember correctly, there's a boss there that's not too tricky, and then after that, it's the final area, which is the nautical town, which is very difficult, and then, of course, the final boss, Orphan. So I'm not sure if I'm going to beat it today. We could, but it's definitely not guaranteed. I'm guessing 2 streams, probably today and maybe a night stream to beat Orphan is what I'm assuming, okay? So, I'm excited for today. It's going to be a great day. And once that Bloodborne stream ends roughly around 4 p.m. Pacific time, that's when I would be doing the DSP Tries It episode here, which I'm dying for. It's been almost 2 weeks since we did one. Remember, we were doing one consistently every week, and now it's been 2 weeks with the new system of goals, the way that they're working. So let's hit it. Let's get some support. Thank you to Perry for the 10 gifted memberships, but let's get some more support rolling in. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some subs, some tips. It would all be greatly appreciated. Sadly, particularly, stuff's been down this month, which is not surprising. As you know, pretty much we're back to where we started. And what I mean by that is not to say that everyone on the internet is bringing me up and name dropping me in a negative way anymore, because that pretty much has stopped. But that big momentum that we had with more new people kind of coming in and checking out my stuff has pretty much died. And there's a couple of reasons for it. Number one, because the collabs basically stopped. You know, what collabs was I going to do? I can only do so many collabs with Kino Casino until they're going to start to get old, right? I reached out to a bunch of other people who, I'm going to be honest, everyone on the internet loved to crap on me when it was easy. When it was, oh, Phil is it's like shooting fish in a barrel. He's the easy dunk. He's the easy joke. He's the easy layup for us, right? To get a rise out of their audience. Now it's not so easy anymore, because now I'm actually willing to collaborate and clap back. Everyone shuts the fuck up. Every single person who for years talked shit, who for years, oh, I want to talk to Phil. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, well, now I'm available because people don't hate me anymore. Let's do it. They all bitched out and ran away. So it is what it is. The truth is, I am happy, all right, to just be hanging out with you guys and making content every day, which is all I ever wanted. And now that I'm not the whipping boy of the internet and everyone's not just bringing me up in a negative light anymore, it's refreshing. But now some of that big burst of support that I got is gone. And that's okay. Things are still good. I want you to understand that. You know, this new method of counting rewards for hitting my goals is working. I'm still making a great amount of income. This is not, oh, Phil is now falling apart. It's not true at all, okay? But things are down this month, you know, and it's weird because December usually is the month you get an increase. Well, now I've seen a decrease, but that's because I had this big boost over the summer, okay? So anything would be appreciated, okay? Let's hit the goal. Let's get it going. Let's keep the momentum rolling and ignore all the nonsense from these idiotic trolls who think that they have any kind of an effect on me or my life or you or your life. They don't. They really don't. They're trying so hard. Why do you think they're so desperate to come in and make a zillion sock accounts in the last week and try to flood the chat on Kick with a bunch of toxic shit? Because they realized, oh, you know, well, this is the only way we can really get to Phil at this point. So, you know, it's really stupid. But yeah, let's do it. Let's hit those goals today, right? We want to do it right now, definitely by the end of this podcast, to hit the goal and to be able to get the DSP Tries It locked in, and then we can move on to the next. Remember what we've talked about is various different milestones. So every 10, we can do a DSP Tries It. And I think we've already talked about the next one. I should try out this pizza place it's called Pizza with a Twist, because they fuse cuisine. Instead of just being pizza, it's like Indian food on pizza, which sounds interesting. I wonder how it would taste, right? To have like a curry on a pizza or tandoori chicken on a pizza. So I think I want to try that next as the next DSP Tries It. And then we've talked about how we can do different things. Instead of it always being food, we could possibly do maybe some liquor DSP Tries It, where you guys nominate a liquor type or two for me to try live and taste test with you. Perhaps on a late stream instead of a daytime stream for food. So that way it's like the end of the day and I don't have to work afterward. That'd be pretty neat, I think. So we could do that. And of course, we talked about bigger milestones as well. That when we hit larger milestones, it could be either a marathon of your themed choosing, or it could be the return of viewer's choice, where people nominate a game for me to try out as a playthrough and stuff like that. So yeah, like all this is possible once we hit the goals. So let's get it going today. As you guys can see, Jasper Kitty is here and will be joining us today for the podcast, if he so chooses to stay on jumping up here or not. But he's very welcome here today. Alrighty then. All right. So, folks, great week coming up, although it's a little bit of an uncertain week. Let's just quickly review what's coming up this week for you before we get to the the task at hand, which is setting up the poll for the Christmas marathon, and you guys can start voting right away on what games you want to see next week. Okay, so the Pac-Man thing is, oh, you're right. Thank you guys. See, still more technical difficulties. As I work through one thing or another, then another thing I forget. And actually, I was about to turn that on, and then Jasper got the zoomies this morning. For those who don't know, zoomies are when a cat gets super excited and start running through the house. So I forgot to turn on the frame, but now I've got it on. And the Pac-Man, thank you. I'll turn on the Pac-Man sign. There we go. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so schedule for the week. Today it is Bloodborne Endgame of the DLC, okay, of the Old Hunters. We're right there. We're at the end of the laboratory, and then we have the final area, which is the nautical town. And after that, it's Orphan. Now, the question is, how long will it take me? Because I remember, this is a really tough part of the game. Like, the most challenging, of course, of everything, because it's the end of the game entirely. If I scoot through it fast, maybe we'll beat it today. Doubtful. I'm really feeling 2 more streams, like today to get through, maybe near the end, or get to Orphan, and then another stream to beat Orphan, because Orphan is so tough, okay? Tonight on the late stream, it's more Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. We're going to be doing the final side quest, and then finishing up the Vatican, and moving on to whatever the next portion of the game is, which I don't even know. I'm only aware that the Vatican exists in the game. I don't even know what the next part is. So, should be a pretty fun day of good variety. And again, let's hit the goal as soon as possible so that we can order food, and then DSP Tries It will be right after the Bloodborne stream ends right here live. Okay? Cool. Tomorrow, special day. We're going to have a fun podcast in the morning, and then it is time for my first long-form React event in many months. I'm reacting to the Mr. Medicare documentary by June the King. I will be streaming that on Kick, but also over on my DSP Reacts channel. The way I'll do it is I'll set it up like I used to set up my React days. The podcast will be broadcast on DSPGaming, but then it's going to send everyone over to the DSP Reacts channel after. This is too bright. I'm going to lower it. The DSP Reacts channel after the fact, so that everyone can watch the stream over there, and I can leave it up as an archived stream for those who are members over there. Trying to get it the right brightness. It still looks too bright. There we go. Hopefully that's better. It was a little too bright. Okay. So, here's the deal. Okay. Genesis Gaming Nerdy Tech Couchmaster. Keep that in mind, Genesis Gaming. Let me get through the schedule, because I'm going to lose my train of thought if I stop right now. Okay, but keep that in mind and bring it up in a minute. Okay. So yeah, so tomorrow, the big long form React, and the way it's going to work is I'm going to watch and react to it live on the DSP Reacts channel. Certainly, I hope you guys will join me and support the stream. It's the first React content I'm doing in a while now. I think it's been over a month since we retired the DSP versus the Internet show, as well as me reacting to the throwback content. I wanted to give it a break, which was a good idea, because now we've immersed ourselves in a lot of gameplay. But I'm definitely excited for tomorrow, because it's someone who apparently has talked about me and had relation to me for many, many years, but I know absolutely nothing about Mr. Medicare at all, outside of a few things here or there that I've heard. You know, faint things, to my knowledge, the guy has a lot of involvement with a lot of people on the internet, but I was one of the people who he basically ragged on. But then he apparently got wind of my detractors, the Sons of Kojima, and he was the one who kind of like unraveled them and made them fall apart. So I don't know the real story. I've never experienced it. And I don't know if that's in the documentary or not, but I've heard that it's well done. It's an hour and a half. Now, when I react to these documentaries, okay, it takes me a long time to get through them. You know, I was reacting to the Review Tech documentary, and it took over 3 hours, and we skipped a part, right? I reacted to my own documentary, and that was 3.5 hours, and it took me 12 hours. So I don't know how long it's going to take for me to react to this thing, but the thing is, I don't want to rush it. I want to take my time and give it more than enough time so that I'm not skipping, I'm not rushing through. I just want to enjoy it. It's the first long-form react I've done in a very long time, okay? So that's tomorrow on the day stream. If we don't finish it, then I'm actually going to take my whole night stream as well, and we're going to do it again till we finish it. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to push it. I want to give it more than enough time, okay? Now, let's say that I do finish it on the first stream. Well, then we can figure out what is it that I want to do on the late stream. And, you know, there's options. I'm just thinking of like different late night chill content that we could do. What I put officially on the schedule was Killer Frequency, but I don't know if that's what people want or not. I did try that game about a week and a half ago, and it had a really slow start, and I don't know if it picks up after that or not. Some people say it does. The thing is, I played a lot of Balatro, and I already beat it. I want to go back to it, but not right away. I just played the coin game last night, so I'm thinking just something to interject into there, perhaps, and maybe Killer Frequency is the right game because it's kind of a filler event. Why am I playing on my phone? I looked at my own schedule is what I did. I wanted to see what I'd put into the schedule. So tomorrow night's up in the air. We'll see. It really depends on how the day goes with the long form react to the Mr. Medicare documentary. Okay. Now, Thursday, I've invited Mr. Medicare to appear on my Level 1 podcast. There's absolutely no telling if he's going to say yes or no. As of now, I've heard nothing. And as you know, I'm a public guy. There's many, many different ways that you can contact me, whether it's Twitter, DMs, email, etc. There's a lot of different avenues people can reach out to me, all right? I'm not demanding that Mr. Medicare appear, but I'm leaving the door open. For so many years, I've heard that he wanted to interview me, he wanted to talk to me, he wanted involvement with me, and I was always someone who had the door closed, okay? Now I'm watching his documentary. This is the opportunity where I'm going to learn about him, and it would make the most sense for us to have some kind of an interaction. If the guy can't do it, that's fine. No hard feelings whatsoever. But I wanted to leave the opportunity open. Any means necessary, whether it's Discord or another chat program, the stream would be demonetized, meaning no advertisements whatsoever, no pop-ups for contributions, nothing. It's just me and him having a conversation, okay? If it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. This isn't some kind of pressure or commitment. It's just if he's up to doing it. And if he's not, it's fine. But I wanted to give the internet what they've been asking for so many years. That's why I've presented it this manner. But this is not something that he has to do, nor is there any hard feelings if he doesn't show up. Fair enough? Okay. So, yes, that's correct. He wanted to interview me, and I turned him down, and now the circumstances have flipped, basically. Okay? Okay. So we'll see what happens Thursday morning. If Medicare can make it, great. If he can't make it, it's fine. I'll probably be talking all about what I thought about the documentary and what I learned about him on the show. And then what I'm going to do that first stream is just do some Call of Duty, which I now haven't played in several weeks. I feel like going back to it now. I think they're doing a Christmas event. It's a good time to do it. It'll be festive, silly, fun. Of course, there'll be rage, but at least it'll be some kind of stuff. All right, so it'll be fun. We'll do that on the day stream on Thursday. And then Thursday night, see, I'm forgetting the schedule. It's all falling apart in my head. Let me open it again. I'm all scatterbrained because I basically just focused on this react. Okay, so here's the deal. I've been doing DS Politics every Thursday night for over a month, correct? I think I've done 4 or 5 episodes of it now. I really like doing the show, but I don't know if there's going to be enough political content for there to be a show every week. This particular week, I've been keeping my eye on the political stuff. There hasn't been a lot of substance. You know, there really just hasn't been. Oh, they interviewed Trump and he said this and this. Who cares? If there's something that actually concretely happens, I'm interested. I'm not interested in hearsay or the rumors about drones and shit like that. There was a big rumor that Justin Trudeau was going to step down as the leader of Canada. I was like, ooh, that would be a good story. And now nothing's happened with it yet. And I'm like, ah. So it's this simple. If some crazy political stuff happens between now and Thursday, I will do DS Politics on Thursday night. If not, then we're just going to do a late night stream, and I think what we'll do is maybe try to finish Bloodborne. Maybe we'll try to if I'm on the Orphan fight, try to beat Orphan and wrap that up, and then that playthrough will be done. And we'll have one thing done and out of the rotation finally. Okay? So let's see what happens. All right? I don't know if any crazy political stuff will actually happen between now and Thursday, but if not, we'll be skipping DS Politics for this week, and then DS Politics will return next week on the 26th, the day after Christmas, okay? Hopefully some political stuff will happen over Christmas week. Okay, and then Friday, Stalker 2. I'm bringing it back. We haven't played Stalker 2 all week, so I'll do a major stream of Stalker 2 on Friday. And then Friday night, we'll probably do more Indiana Jones. And then that's it. Saturday's my day off. Okay, so that's the schedule for the week, FYI. Today, Bloodborne, and Indiana Jones. Tomorrow, the Medicare documentary and either more Medicare documentary to wrap it up, or maybe some Killer Frequency for some chill variety. Thursday, Medicare may or may not be appearing on the podcast. If he doesn't, Call of Duty. And then Thursday night, probably more Bloodborne to wrap it up. And then Friday, Stalker 2 and Indiana Jones. There you go. Okay. Cool. I hope that sounds good to everybody. All right. Okay. I received my first tip of the day. $2 tip from Jamal. He says, "Do you want me to mod for you on Kick?" As you guys know, I just mentioned it. So let's bring up not necessarily the elephant in the room. It's more like the annoying gnat in the room or the mosquito in the room that keeps biting your neck and bothering you, and you got to swat at it. So there's been one person, I'm well aware it's one person, who is such a no-life loser, okay? They have been going on Kick every day. I wish I was exaggerating here. They have anywhere from a minimum of around 20 to one day they had almost 50 sock accounts. And these sock accounts, all right, sadly, are things that cannot be ignored. It's not like, oh, look, it's someone who's razzing Phil about something. It's like, oh, here's a account that literally sits there and doxes people in the chat. Oh, here's an account that outright is saying something insanely insulting about someone's family member in the name, okay? So it's not like, oh, we could just kind of put up with it. It's actual people who are just completely, you know, being toxic and you can't ignore it. You know, it's destroying the chat experience. So we moderate it, okay? And then they just come back. And the reason that this has been happening is because when I did get the big boost of popularity over the summer and I got an increase in viewership, people were coming every day naturally to check me out on YouTube and on Kick. And because of that, I needed to alleviate some of the chat limitations. So for example, I think I had it that it was like a 5-minute follower mode. You only have to follow the channel for 5 minutes, then you can talk and chat, okay? So what's happened is people just sat there and made a million bot sock accounts and just were coming in and just being disgusting. So we turned on some stuff over there. I turned on 24-hour mode, meaning you have to have an account at least for a day to talk in the chat. So fresh, you know, sock accounts can't talk. That's number one. Number two, we increased the threshold for how long you have to follow in order to talk. So we're basically trying to get it, tweak it a little bit. I don't want it to be like lockdown mode, but at the same time, we don't actively have a mod in there all the time. So we can't have someone just sitting there doxing people and doing messed up stuff. You know, it's against their rules. It's against the, you know, the internet. You can't do that shit. So we have to do something about it. Okay. So, we'll do our best here. As for Jamal becoming a mod, I don't know. Let's talk about it. If you want, you can email me and we can talk about it behind the scenes. If there's no mods around and I need help, perhaps I will mod you just to help because, yeah, these people are pretty unhinged. As you know, I mean, so think about someone who has no life, an adult, you know it's an adult, who's sitting around with no life and is literally just making dummy account after dummy account to spam toxic stuff. Like, what kind of a person does that? What kind of an unhinged, you know, stunted, messed up in the head individual? A pretty bad one, you know? So, you know, we got to do what we can. What's my email? darksidephil@hotmail.com. Okay, so now, yes, before we get to anything else, Genesis Gaming had a suggestion. What was your suggestion, Genesis Gaming? I'll look it up right now. He said that he had a suggestion about playing with mouse and keyboard. What was it? He had a name. He said it was like the... Let's see. A Nerdy Tech Couch Master? Nerdy Tech Couch Master. Okay, Couch Master. Let's look at this. Oh, I've seen these. So here's the bummer about this. I'm going to show it to everyone because I've seen these before. And some people really recommend them. But I want to show you. Okay, let me show you the product. So this is Couchmaster by Nerdy Tech, okay? So what they do, they basically take a lap desk and they install these two pieces of foam with a like padded felting on the edges, so that basically you could put it around you and you could sit this. You'll sit here, and then your stuff stays in place. You could even get one, yes, ladies and gentlemen, with RGB lights. Yes, you can actually get one that has RGB lighting if you so choose, which I know you guys are very excited for, right? So, see, they have various ones. This one has like a slot that you could put in a tablet if you want. This one's more for laptops. Put a laptop here, see? While these are more for PC gaming. And there's different variations. There's different colors and stuff. So I looked into this. This one, I have no idea why this one's so expensive. $350. It's USB. Maybe this one has a ton of USB hubs built in or something. I don't know why that one's so expensive. This one, Cypunk, is sold out. Why? Because it had the stupid picture on it? That's kind of silly. Here's another one. I think it lights up red. See, it has like a red border or whatever. And then, oh yes, the pink edition. All right, so here's the bummer. All right, this would work if I actually was on a couch. It would be perfect, actually. Okay, if I was sitting on a couch, it would go to my sides, and then I'd be able to have the keyboard mouse right here in front of me, and I'd be able to use it, and it would be perfect. The problem is, I'm not on a couch. I'm in an office chair. The office chair has arms. So if you were to put those blocks on the arms, okay, so you put it here, that would mean the desk would be at my chin. So I'd be playing games like this. So, yeah, it wouldn't really work, sadly. And they do have this one, but this one would have to balance only on the cup holders of my chair. So basically, if this one right here had like some kind of an attachment to actually like adjust it and lock it into a chair, it would be perfect, but it doesn't. It's basically just a lap desk, a very basic lap desk, with a USB hub built in, so you can plug in your mouse and keyboard. See? And the one they're showing is not that one. They're showing the one that has the arms, but they're showing that's what you're going to get. So, sadly, it wouldn't work. I would need, for me, a lap desk wouldn't really work, okay, unless it was like, had a lot of like padding and stuff, so that I could sit on my legs, and it would have a little bit of elevation, and it would be natural arm height. And they used to sell them. I know, because I looked them up, and they used to have them years ago. For some reason, they're all out of print. Like, they don't make them anymore. I guess they weren't popular, or they were too popular. It's hard to tell. But yeah, they had these nice lap desks, and they were named brand. I think Corsair had one. There was like 2 or 3 brands that all had these nice lap desks. But they're all completely sold out, and they don't make them anymore. So I can't get those. That's why I've been tossing around the idea of either like a small desk to go right in front of me here, or like an L-shaped desk, or I don't know, like a corner desk that I could put here in front of me. So I have this side for the keyboard and mouse to play games, but then I could turn here to do the podcast. And I appreciate you looking into it, because I did find these myself when I was looking at lap desks a couple months ago, but sadly they would not work for my situation. Okay, good try, and I appreciate you looking out for me. Okay. So, alrighty. So I think what we should do, guys, it's finally time. It is that time of year where we are preparing for the Christmas event, which is next Monday, less than a week away. Can you believe how fast time is flying? We're more than halfway through December. It's December 17th. Holy crap. Sure doesn't feel like it, does it? So, with all this going on, it is time now for us to look at your nominations for the Christmas Marathon and to tally them up and to make the final poll to determine what games we're actually going to play during Christmas. Okay? So let's do it. Let's take a look. In fact, I'm going to take you over there right now. This is the thread where you guys have been posting up stuff for about 2 weeks. Looks like people started around 10 days ago. So we're gonna start setting it up here. Got my notepad going. Long form React ideas. I didn't even know that I had this open. Look, different ideas from OP Boone and stuff. No, don't save. I don't need that opened. Okay. All right. So first one here is Viscera cleanup detail continuing. Stellar Blade. Now, we've already talked about this. Stellar Blade is going to happen. But what we're going to do is we're going to play through the intro of the game. We're going to boot it up, see whatever the intro narrative is, and maybe play through like the first intro stage or whatever. I don't want to get too far into it because I told you, it is a actual playthrough that I want to do in the future when we hit 100 goals reached. I've already promised you I'm going to do it. The question is, how soon do we do it? The sooner we hit 100 goals, the better. All right, because then we'll do it more quickly. Hey, maybe who knows? Maybe on Christmas, we'll have someone come by and be very generous, and we'll jump a whole bunch of goals, right? We'll see. Anyway, so that's already happening. Stellar Blade is a lock for the Christmas event. We're going to be playing through the intro. So for everyone here who said Stellar Blade, Stellar Blade, Stellar Blade, we're just going to ignore it because I'm already playing Stellar Blade. Okay? Now, Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, number one, I don't even know what that means. I didn't know that Kingdom Hearts 3 even had a DLC. Number two, it's a Christmas marathon. We're not going to be starting up a DLC for a narrative-based RPG. So, no, that was a very bad suggestion. Scarface, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know what we would do with Scarface besides play through the intro again. I don't have a save file or anything for it. It would have to be digital. You know, I'll put it on there. But I'm not aware of, you know, how we would actually do it. Besides, maybe I have to do it on PC if there's a PC version of Scarface. Killer Frequency. That one I have, and actually we might even play it, you know, tomorrow night. Visions of Mana. Isn't that an RPG that's based on Secret of Mana, but it's like a newer one? Online battle mode in the fan game, Power Bomb Man, blah, blah, blah. You might need... Okay, forget that. If you have to tell me you need special tools to play it, we're not doing it. Sea of Stars. That's one that we could continue from a year ago. Balatro. Now that we've already played. Jack and Daxter or Sly Cooper. The thing about Sly Cooper is that's now available on PS5, so that we could easily do. It sure looks like a lot of people said Stellar Blade, which we're already doing. Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic 2. Again, I don't know how we would do that. But we could look into it. So again, wait a minute. Is it the same person? You can't nominate the same game twice. Ryan Brandon, you can't do that twice. What are you doing? Legacy of Kain 1 and 2 Remastered. That might be interesting. That might be interesting because that just came out, right? And I've never played the Legacy of Kain games. Bad Rats. Never heard of it. Rage Quit Simulator. Is that a real game? Is there actually a game called Rage Quit Simulator? That'd be interesting if there actually was. Snowboard Kids 2? The original Resident Evil 3 GOG version? What the hell? I tell you right now, we're not playing that. I already own Resident Evil 3. I bought it in a collection on Steam. I'm not going to buy it again on GOG. I don't even know what the difference is. Project Zomboid. Dino Crisis. That is available now on PS5 without having to pay any extra money because I own it. Let's see here. Mario and Luigi Brothership. I don't know if that one is viable. It's going to be pretty expensive to buy it just to play it the once. Job Simulator I've already played. We already did that many years ago during the PSVR 1 time, if you remember. GTA 2. I've never, or the original GTAs I've played. I wonder if that'd probably be on PC. GTA 2. Hitman, what is this? Hitman Blood Money. Everspace 2. I don't know what that is. Subnautica Sub-Zero. And for the record, I certainly hope some people nominated these more than once. The whole idea is the more a game is nominated, it makes it into the poll. Literally right now, no games have been nominated more than once, which means the poll is completely invalid. So I hope some people nominated the same games more than once, or else you guys missed the whole point. Ark Survival Ascended. Power Wash Simulator, which has Christmas themed levels. That would be neat. Patapon. What the hell? I must have hit a button on the keyboard by accident. Patapon is a rhythm-based game. I played it back in the day. I can't remember if it was on the PSP or the PS Vita, but it was actually quite good. I liked it. Okay. Let's see. This Gaia 5. We're not doing that, but... Plumbers don't wear ties. Ultra Kill. Sonic Unleashed. DayZ. Wow, someone actually nominated DayZ in 2024. Rick and Morty Virtual Reality. Coin Game. Dark Souls PC Edition. We're not doing Baldur's Gate 3. Get out of here. Astrobot DLC. And that's it? So no one nominated a game more than once. Seriously. All right, then we're going to have to rely on likes. So now we got to go all the way back to the beginning. Okay. So, yes, everyone liked Stellar Blade. Scarface apparently has 2 likes. Killer Frequency apparently has 2 likes. Sea of Stars has 2 likes. Knights of the Old Republic 2 has 2 likes. Okay, this is, again, this is not working. This is not how... this is not how it works. We can't have everything tied. I'm just going to pick whatever I want then. Seriously. Bad Rats, 2 likes. Rage Quit Simulator had 17 likes. I don't know what that is. We'll have to look it up. Snowboard Kids, 2 likes. Dude. Dino Crisis got 5 likes. Mario and Luigi Brothership got 5 likes. Job Simulator got 45 likes, even though I already played it. Doesn't even make sense. I already fucking played it. You can go watch the whole thing. Let's see. Hitman Blood Money got 3 likes. Where is it? Subnautica Sub-Zero got 2 likes. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties got 2 likes. And that's it. Looks like no one even, like, did anything with the last stuff here. Okay? All right, so here's the deal. Let's get rid of the ones either with one like or aren't even feasible. Like, Balatro, we've already played a bunch of, so that kind of doesn't make much sense. Shit. I like the idea of possibly Power Wash. What the? I like the idea of Power Wash Simulator because Power Wash Simulator is a really chill game. That's it. All these get cut out. Except for... See, there's a few here that make sense. The Power Wash Simulator Christmas levels, at least that's Christmas themed. Those could be cool just to play a little bit. The Astrobot DLC is a winter-themed stage. And it wouldn't take too long to go through, and it is Game of the Year. So that would kind of make sense. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if we need a poll here. Like, Scarface doesn't even make sense because what were we going to do? Play the intro of the game? That doesn't make any sense at all. Same thing with Knights of the Old Republic 2. What are you going to do? Play 30 minutes of the intro of an RPG? What's the fucking point? I don't know why people nominate some of these games. They don't use their brains. See, I don't know what Rage Quit Simulator is. That might be all right. What is it? Rage Quit Simulator. Oh, it's old. Huh? Why is it Darkest Dungeon? What? That's not even it. Dude, I clicked on it and it's Darkest Dungeon. What idiot? What is this? I don't even think that's correct. This is it, right? Rage Quit Simulator. Is this on Steam? This is from Alpha Rad playing it in 2016. I don't get it. Is it not a real game? VR. Apparently there's a VR game, but I don't have VR, so I can't play that. Well, I guess it's not a real game. Never mind. I guess people were joking or something because it sure doesn't look real to me. So, delete it then. Fuck it. Forget it. Okay. So, out of what's left, right? Like, what would be festive? What would make sense? Like, I would say Mario and Luigi Brothership. No, that's a full-length RPG. We're not going to play the intro to that. That doesn't make sense. Like, what could we actually get into? Definitely like a game like Hitman Blood Money we could play the first stage, right? I wonder if that's on Steam. Hold on. Do I have Steam open? $0.99 in library. I already have it. Apparently I already have it. I do. I already own Hitman Blood Money. I must have bought it ages ago. I don't remember. So there you go. Hitman Blood Money. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Right? Okay. So that's a given. It's busted on modern systems. You would need to patch it. Why is it on here available if it doesn't work? Seriously, why is it on here if it doesn't work? How stupid is that? See you for Indy. Sounds good, Jade. See you tonight. Wow. Look at those resolutions. Oh man. uh hmm. I don't even know what the best option is out of these. Like seriously. What's the best option? Go for the highest one and see what happens? It ain't gonna, you're right, it ain't gonna work. It's gonna crash. This is so not gonna work. NVIDIA. Ooh, Ave Maria. 2006. 18-year-old PC game. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. The world's tiniest thing. Soft or hard shadows, bro. Pretty sure we can go high detail. Let's get that anti-stropic filtering. And anti-aliasing. Oh, by the way, can we up this? Yes. 16 by 10. Not 16 by 9, 16 by 10 resolution. Oh, God. The text is so tiny now. This looks very good. I mean, we could try it on Christmas to see if it works. It might or might not. It is running, but it might crash out and crap out, right? I guess we could try, right? All right, let's exit, and maybe we'll try this actually on Christmas. Or on the Christmas Marathon. It did run. Amnesiac Aaron has just gifted a membership to the community. Thank you, Amnesiac Aaron. That gets us up to $38 of contributions this morning on the podcast. Remember, guys, the goal, we want to hit the goal as soon as possible so I can order the Popeyes for the DSP Tries It, and we can have it coming after Bloodborne today. So the sooner the better. Please consider contributing in any way. Let's get it going. Let's hit it as soon as possible so we can just get it rolling. All right? I want to get that going and lock it in. Okay? If not, that's the thing. Like, I have to order in time so it'll be here for the end of the stream. Don McLean says you need to cap it at 60 frames. It didn't even say anything there about the frame rate. Did you see that? Well, we'll mess around with that on Christmas. Okay, anyway. So we could possibly play that. Let's take a look at these. Killer Frequency I have. Sea of Stars I have. But I don't know how many people are going to want to continue that on Christmas when I haven't played it in a year. I think that's more of something that we need more than like 45 minutes to play. So I'm going to say, I'm going to eliminate that because it doesn't make sense. What is Bad Rats 2? Bad Rats, The Rat's Revenge. A 2009 puzzle video game. Bad Rat Show. There is no Bad Rats 2 on here. There's Bad Rats Show, and it does look like that's the same game makers. Yeah. Looks like this is the more modern version from 2016. Should we try that? How much is this? 59 cents? I don't know. This is a tough one. I don't know if I can afford this one. I might have to think hard about this before we get it. $0.59. Well, hold on. It was just called Bad Rats. Yeah, it doesn't exist. When you search for Bad Rats, all you get is Bad Rats Show. Oh, wait. Bad Rats, The Rat's Revenge. Oh, is this it? Here it is. This is it. This is also 59 cents. There you go. Okay. So hold on. Just because if I'm going to spend 59 cents, I want to be sure that no one sees my payment information. What just happened? I told it to check out and it left the chart. Left the cart. Continue. Here we go. They're going to be very excited they're receiving 59 cents from me. There we go. Okay. I'm installing Bad Rats. Looks great, by the way. It's a great game. Okay. Bad Rats. Okay, what else do we got? Snowboard Kids 2? Nope. I can't spell snowboard. There is no Snowboard Kids or Snowboard Kids 2. N64? How am I going to play this? It's impossible. No way to play this. It's an actual N64 original game. So, that's not going to happen. No, we're not nominating only Christmas-themed games. It was what people nominated. I mean, take a look. Killer Frequency, Bad Rats, Dino. These are not Christmas-themed games. Job Simulator 2. Can you actually play Job Simulator 2 without VR? Or not Job Simulator 2, Job Simulator. It's still $20 VR only. Yep. VR only. Can't do it. I don't have VR. And I already played this. You want to watch my old playthrough on the PS VR from way back. You can watch me play this. It was pretty funny. It also didn't work very well. So we can't do that. VR only. Sorry, 45 likes. Stupid meme. Subnautica Sub-Zero. Oh, it's not Sub-Zero. It's Below Zero. Came out a few years ago, right? Yeah. I played the original, but I never played the expansion Below Zero. $30. Ugh, why is it so expensive? $30 for a game we'll probably play once, right? Hold on, I have to save my receipt for 59 cents for tax write-off purposes later. Very important. Don't want to forget that one. I received a $3 tip. Someone says, can you look up Ghost Runner on Steam? It's a fun game with levels. You could do some levels to see if you like it. I think it sounds familiar. Ghost Runner. I think I've played it before. Thank you for that. Ghost Runner. Okay. Game Pass? Oh, that's a good point. Hold on. Some of this stuff perhaps is in Game Pass, so I should check. I should definitely be checking this too. That's a good point. Good call. Nope. $30 through this too, so nope, that sucks. Maybe it was at one point, but not anymore. Damn, that would have been good. $30 for a game I'm going to play once, I'm sorry, is too expensive at this point. You know, if it were still the summer and every single day we were hitting goals on every stream, then I'd be like, yeah, no problem. Let's drop $30 on this to play it for 5 minutes during the Christmas marathon. But I don't see the value is dropping $30 for something we're going to play for 45 minutes and not even get that far in and never play again. So, Power Wash Simulator could be a good one. So the game is, damn, it's kind of expensive. Wait a minute, is this one on Game Pass? I think this one was on Game Pass because I think I remember playing it. Yes, it's on Game Pass. Cool. All right, there you go. And then I'll just have to buy the Christmas DLCs. Okay. We'll have to see what they are, what they have. They probably have like a bunch at this point because this game's been out for many years. So we'll do one of the Christmas DLCs. That'll be chill and fun. Zyla just did a $2 Canadian super chat and says, please Warhammer 40k Darktide on Game Pass. I'm aware of that. We've looked at that one multiple times. I think we even tried it once, did we not? I think we did. I think I recall we did look at it once and played it a little bit, but not too long. Once it loads, I want to check it out and I want to see what DLCs are in it. All right, so while that's loading, so what can we do? We can do Killer Frequency, Bad Rats. We can't do Snowboard Kids. That's freaking N64. We could do Dino Crisis for the zillionth time, but this time on PS5. I'm not paying $30 for Subnautica. If it was cheaper, I would, but that's ridiculous. Oh, the Astrobot DLC's free. We could absolutely do that. So that's a given. So, all right, so we're getting some stuff. We're going to try Hitman Blood Money and see if it works. If we're going to be so broken it won't work. It'll be funny. Okay. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. That's probably on Steam. No? It's not? I totally thought it was. Didn't they remake it? Didn't they remake the game? There's no way that would be on here. I'm surprised. I swear they had remade Plumbers Don't Wear Ties recently, but it's not on Steam? Where the hell is it? Oh, Zyla did another super chat. Says you played Vermintide too, but Darktide is 40k. It's like Left 4 Dead. Oh, that sounds interesting. Thank you for another super chat. We're now up to $45 in support today. Try GOG. To be honest, I don't really like GOG. GOG has some issues where you download the game and it still doesn't work. You got to fuck with it for a while. And I just like shit that works, but here it is. I have a GOG account. Update later. Here, let me look. Hold on. I don't even know how this works. GOG is so like, ugh. Like, how do you do this? I don't want to add a gamer friend or add your games friend, so. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties Definitive Edition. Collector's Edition. There's nothing even here. What? You see what I mean? $20? $20. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, we're not doing that for $20. I mean, that's insane. $20 for Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Get the fuck out of here. I know you want the other game. You can play that one on your own time. If you want some oral lessons, you can have them. But you play them on your own computer. Dude, if it wasn't $20, I would get it. If it was like $5, I'd be like, sure. $20 for that garbage? Fuck no. I'm pretty sure the oral lessons game is not about dental work. I'm pretty sure, you know. Anyway. All right. So far, Killer Frequency 2, Bad Rats, Dino Crisis for like the millionth time, Hitman Blood Money, Power Wash Simulator Christmas levels, and Astrobots DLC. Out of that, at least 2 things will be Christmas themed. Let's see what Christmas levels do they actually have in Power Wash Simulator. Let's find out. That's right. Sync that data. Hopefully there's some good ones. Why is it so quiet? No sound? Silent game? Oh, God. Oh, there we go. Ah! Well, I don't want Shrek. I want, like, holiday themed. Let's see. Where would I buy stuff? Oh, no. This is for the game. This is actual game. No, I want DLC content. How do I find DLC content? New winter job. Yeah, how do I figure this out? Career, specials. Oh, here we go. So, Midgar, SpongeBob SquarePants, Back to the Future, Tomb Raider. So maybe this. Yeah, Microsoft Store page, because I don't want these themed ones. Okay. Oh, look at this. Free. Ice rink. Clean the ice rink. Is that the only one? Yeah, this is Halloween. Are there other ones? Let's get this one, first of all. Cool. Clean an ice rink. Is it working? Santa's Grotto. Come on. What's going on? Can't it just work? What is it doing? I'm sure this is the most sophisticated game ever made, so it has to, like, they have to power up 4 individual servers just for me to download this, right? Holy shit. Just install. Okay, it did it. Good. Okay, so we have that now. Are there any other ones, or is it just that one? These don't look Christmas themed at all. No. Okay. All right, so we have Power Wash Simulator, Christmas Special. That's cool. Oops. God, now I'm stuck. All right. So Power Wash Simulator we got. Astrobot we will get. I just got to download it. We're going to be on PS5 Pro for Bloodborne anyway. Hitman Blood Money we installed. We have no clue if that's actually going to work, but we could try, right? Dino Crisis, again, we can get on PS5 Pro. It's already installed on there. Remember, Stellar Blade is here. We're going to play the intro. And Bad Rats. All right, well, we have a lineup. I don't know how long it'll take to play any of these games. Simply because we don't know, like, for example, we don't know if Blood Money even works, right? We don't know if Bad Rats is going to work. It's a 2009 game, right? But Carlos's Santa's Workshop for Power Wash, it wasn't there, Carlos. Did you see? There was no Santa's Workshop. Here it is. Oh. This is from last year. Okay, we get this too. Thank you. So they've had a free one for 2 years in a row. Cool. Cool, cool. All right. All right, well, oh, we're still in the game. We gotta get out of the game. I didn't realize we were in the game. How do we get out? Exit. Quit. Sweet. All right, so here's our Christmas lineup. The Stellar Blade intro. We'll play some of Killer Frequency 2. We'll try Bad Rats and see if it works. Dino Crisis, we know will work. That's going to be on PS5 Pro. Once again, playing the intro, but hopefully leading to an actual playthrough this time. We'll see if Hitman Blood Money works. We don't know if it will. Power Wash Simulator's Christmas levels, of which we have 2. And the Astrobot DLC, which actually is a holiday-themed DLC. Okay. Don't worry, I won't be playing Bad Rats for long. Why is that, Bill Williams? You got to tell me. Why? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with Bad Rats? What is it, like a dicks and boobs in it or something, and I have to close the stream? Tell me why. Tell me why right now. I demand it. I need to know why. How much is Ghost Runner? I'll buy it for you full price. If you and your audience do end up liking it, you'll do a full playthrough maybe. I don't know. Let's look it up. I don't know if I want to do it. The $1.50 tip. It's a terrible game and a joke suggestion. Well, then we're going to do a full playthrough of it, of course. I commit to a full playthrough. That's how we roll. That's how it works. Ghost Runner's on Game Pass? Oh, really? No results found. No, it's not. Maybe it was at one point, but it doesn't even exist anymore. Wait, what? Now, how does this make any sense? Original Ghost Runner, 2020 game, $20. The sequel came out 2023, $10. What? Doesn't make any sense at all. You ever heard of a sequel that's cheaper than the original? Now, I saw people playing this, and it didn't really appeal to me. I've seen people playing this game. Wow, what a great trailer. That shows absolutely no content of the game whatsoever. Genius level right there. Well, what I find funny too is like stuff like this. They're like, oh, 9 out of 10. Possible game of the year contender. Did it get on anyone's radar? Did anyone actually like name it game of the year? It's just one of those games that existed. It's on PS Plus Extra. Well, I'm not getting that. Nah. That's a nah from me. Not too interested in that. All right. Well, I think what we've got is a decent lineup. We've got two 100% Christmas themed things to do in the Astrobot DLC and the Power Wash Simulator Christmas levels. Everyone wants to see me start Stellar Blade, right? So just between those three, it's good. And then if we can get these other ones to work, you know, Dino Crisis, we've started multiple times, but we can actually start it with the intention that it will be a full playthrough, you know, in the future. Because now I have it on PS5. We won't have to worry about, oh no, it won't work, right? And the other two are kind of joke games, you know, Bad Rats and Hitman, which probably won't even run. But at least we can mess with them, right? Another thing that I want to do is I want to order, no, excuse me. I want to do the schedule update. I want to do a gaming schedule update because I want to know what's going on early next year for games. So I'm thinking that'll be a good time to do it. Probably take about an hour to go through the gaming schedule and make a calendar for us for like the first 3 or 4 months of the year. I think we should do that during the Christmas event too, especially because I'll be nice and boozed up for it. Right? I'll be drinking this. Some nice Smokehead, high voltage, single malt Scotch whiskey, 58% alcoholic volume. I'll be taking some shots of this bad boy. So I'll be nice and boozed and buzzed up and ready to do the schedule. That smells amazing. That legit, it smells better than the double peat that I had at Halloween. It's smoky. It has some salt to it. It also has some like sweetness to it. It's got a few different things in there. It smells really good. Here. Deeply rich. It's all the senses. A creamy, nutty notes. Distinctive, full on, and definitely not for the timid because it's so strong. All right. That's going to be a good one. All right. Good stuff. Okay. I don't want to play for any games. Ghost Runner 1 is pretty fun. No, it's not that I don't want to pay. It's that I don't want to get a game I'm not interested in. Like, someone just offered to buy it, and I was like, nah. All right, so our Christmas nominations list is in. We don't even need to do a poll. Well, I guess we could do a poll to determine the order that we do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many things can you put in a YouTube poll? Hold on. Let's find out. Only 5. Oh, come on. Seriously? I can only put 5 in a poll. Forget it. We won't do a poll. Just that day live. We'll have people vote in chat. That's what we'll do. We'll have people vote on what they want to see in what order that day, and that'll determine the order because, you know, of course, YouTube is limited to only 5 in a poll. So stupid. Okay? Very good. Can you have some? Absolutely not. You can't have any. That's for me. That's my Christmas present to myself. There you go. Yeah, I could try the demo, but again, I'm telling you, I remember a few years ago, I saw someone playing the game and I didn't like it. I was like, nah, it doesn't look that good. Oh, we're definitely going to do Dino Crisis, Jade. It's in there. And now, since it's on PS5, it means I can actually do a full playthrough of it without having to worry about losing access or anything. So, absolutely. How much longer will I be on Kick? About 5 more minutes. 5 more, and then we'll get out of here. All right, so that's that. We have our Christmas stuff determined. Thank you guys for helping with that. Let's chill for a little bit. We got about 15, 20 minutes left. Let's just hang out for a bit before I jump into Bloodborne and we continue on with the DLC. Okay? So, guys, once again, many of you are probably here now that weren't at the beginning of the show. We are so close to locking in and having gold hit 10 and doing DSP tries it today. I want to do it today. I want to order the food, and after Bloodborne, I want to do the Popeyes DSP tries it, which is going to include the ghost pepper chicken sandwich, a bunch of chicken tenders with various dipping sauces, and 4 different sides. All right? That's what I want to do. But I need to hit the goal. So please support the stream today. Let's get some super chats in there. We only have 2. Let's get some memberships in there. Let's get some subs. We have 0 subs on Kick today. 0. Let's get a sub. Someone give the sub right now. And we only have $2 in tips. Let's get some tips too. All right? Jade, I will see you tonight. Sounds good. No, we're not going to order just regular fried chicken. We're going to get the chicken sandwich and some chicken tenders. The fried chicken is, how would I eat that in here? You have bones and shit all over the place when I'm trying to eat in the office on camera. No, it's too, that's, you know, you got to eat something that's easy to eat. Might as well ask me to eat a Thanksgiving turkey or a Christmas ham in here, too. It ain't going to work. When will be my year-end countdown stuff? Likely first week of January is what I'm thinking. The good news is, because of my new PC setup, it should be easier to set up than ever before. Like, definitely it used to be harder to do because trying to get videos and stuff into OBS and then getting them to play actually would, like, make OBS crap out and crash, and the old hard drives were all fucked up. Now everything's faster, but I just need the time to do it. Like, I need to sit down and I need to look at all the playlists of the games that I played this year. I need to actually determine what are my top 10 best games, what are the most disappointing games. Then I'm going to have to go and download the files because I don't have them archived anymore. The way I used to do it was I used to archive at least a couple of videos of every single playthrough I did, or at least ones that I knew were notable for either being really good or really bad. So that way at the end of the year, I would just draw upon those files to do my countdowns, and then I could delete them all. Well, I don't have those anymore because I migrated from my old PC to the new one, so I don't have all those files anymore. So I'm going to have to go manually download a whole bunch of video files for each game that's going to be in these countdowns, which is fine. It's just more work. So likely first week of January will be when I work on that. It also depends on game releases, which I won't know till we do the update, which I want to do during the Christmas marathon, is do the game release update. So we know exactly what's in the schedule and when I'll have time. But I'm thinking first week of January, I'll do the 2 countdowns of the most disappointing games of the year and top 10 best games of the year. Okay? Would I have enjoyed Zelda Tears of the Kingdom more if I hadn't streamed it? Probably not. Tears of the Kingdom, I just didn't like that much. Like, it's a fine game. I liked the ingenuity of the building aspect of it, you know, fusing the things together to make a vehicle or whatever, or solve a puzzle. But it's the same world as the first game. It's the same characters as the first game, with a few exceptions. It basically erases the importance of the first game, and it very much makes the game too tedious with the amount of traversal you need to do. Like, the game can literally have half as much content, be half as long, and still be just as good. It doesn't need to have the 3 worlds, the sky world, the underworld, and the surface world. I'll be honest, the underworld, in my opinion, didn't serve much purpose at all. It was just like bloat. And that was the problem. The game just had bloat, way too much content, but a lot of it wasn't meaningful. You know, so if I had played it without an audience, I probably would have felt the same. And that was not going to change my opinion on the pacing and the amount of kind of extra content of the game that's not meaningful, you know? Tommy says, will I get the Popeyes Cajun fries? Probably. What we're going to order is this pack that has like a whole bunch of food, and you can get 4 sides. So we'll probably get some of the Cajun fries. Oh, let's see here. Falcule says, I've recently gotten to Tekken 8. I'm thinking about getting a fighting stick. Any recommendations for an entry-level stick? If you're just doing entry-level stuff, you do not need to spend a ton of money. The thing is, you also don't want to skimp because there's tons of cheap fight sticks out there that are like under $100, but a lot of them are crappy. You know, I know that there's a few different brands that they like tout themselves on being discount sticks, but do you really think that they're going to be very good? You know what I mean? Like, my opinion is get like a mid range because if you get a low end, you're just gonna be disappointed if it breaks or isn't working well. Um, mid range sticks probably between like $100 to $150. I know that's expensive, but that's really what you need for a decent fight stick. Um, I've used Hori before, and the Hori brand is a good brand for the ones that I've owned. I've liked them all. The one that I've used, of course, is top of the line Victrix. You're not going to get that for $100 to $150. That's like $300 or more. So, but don't skimp out super because a lot of people take that bait. Oh, I can get a joystick for like $40. That stick is not going to last. That thing's going to work for like a week and a half, and then some of the buttons are going to start to wear out, because it's junk quality. It's not using real name brand parts. What's up, Soul Potato? How are you doing, man? Good morning. Dengar, how are you? Good afternoon. Good to see you. Would I consider playing Inzoi? It's like Sims with super realistic graphics. It comes out in March. I've never heard of it. Inzoi? Inzoi? Here it is. Inzoi. Coming in March. Well, that is creepy. It's creepy because it's like real people. What the hell? This is weird. It's like GTA. Here, let's take a look. What the? Here we go. It's like GTA. Look. It totally looks like GTA. Only it's like The Sims too. Like here's your character with clothes. There's your what you would buy for your house. And it looks real like they look like realistic characters. Every life becomes a story. Create your unique story by controlling and observing the lives of Zoys. Zoe? Zoe! Customize characters and build houses using InZoi's easy-to-use tools to live the life of your dreams and experience the different emotions of life created by its deep and detailed simulation. Crafton Inc.? Who's Crafton Inc.? What games did they make? PUBG Battlegrounds? Yeah. They actually worked on Callisto Protocol, apparently. I don't know what they did to it. Was it a publisher or something? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? You think that's interesting? I'll add it to my wish list. Oh. I'm not logged into Steam. Oh, I'm in the browser. Oh, hold on. What the fuck is going on? What the? Nothing's working. It's being weird. Okay, I added it to my wish list. I don't know. See, it's weird because it looks like real people. Like The Sims looks cartoony. A game where you're simulating and it's real-looking people in like GTA environments, that could be bizarre and odd, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe it could be good. I don't know. Since the next Doom's going to be on Game Pass, I'm likely going to try it, but I'm not going to commit to playing the whole thing. Like, if it's on Game Pass, I'll give it a shot. But if it's like the last one and I'm not having fun with it, I don't think I'm gonna keep playing it. It'll look amazing on my PC, but I'm not gonna force my way through playing something that I don't like these days. My time is too valuable to do that. When I get pulled in so many directions to do so many projects, I don't want to waste my time stuck on a game I don't like. So I guess we'll see what happens. Enjoy. Thoughts on Witcher 4? The writing already looks good. The idea that the people are so ignorant that they think that these monsters are like gods that they need to like sacrifice each other to and everything. And even when the Witchers show up, like Ciri shows up to save them, they're too ignorant and they still kill the girl who was supposed to be the sacrifice. Like, I like that writing. It's dark, but it's kind of like realistic too. People are so stupid in real life too. So I like that idea. But we don't know anything about it. We haven't seen any gameplay. It was just a cinematic, so you can't really comment on it, right? All right. Last few minutes of the podcast, everybody. So let's if anyone has anything to ask, send it my way. Tag me in the chat. Last little bit of discussion before we jump into Bloodborne again and try to get as far in the DLC as we can today. Hello, Golden Mullets. Nice name. Do I think I'll give another chance to Cyberpunk? No. I've explained 5 zillion times I don't like Cyberpunk. Just because they redesigned the game and it looks better and it plays better doesn't mean I'm going to like it. I don't like the universe in general. I don't like the lore of the world. And I didn't like the game about 80% of the time I was playing it. So I'm not going to force myself to play it again when I know I'm not going to like it. Take a shot before Bloodborne? Absolutely not. This is 100%, this is being saved for Christmas. I'm not going to have any of this until the Christmas marathon. Then we're going to have some. All right? It's saving it for that special day, Monday of next week. Okay? What I think about Interstellar, I remember liking it. What's up, Game Boy? How are you today? What characters would I like Marvel Rivals to add? I don't know. There's so many Marvel characters at this point. They have unlimited, resources to pull from. So they basically have an unlimited roster. What are my top movies of the year? I don't even think I saw any movies that came out this year. I don't think I have any. What's my favorite ice cream? Probably mint chocolate chip, pistachio, or various variations of like chocolate and fudge, maybe like a fudge brownie. But I don't eat ice cream regularly at all. So I don't, I couldn't even tell you the last time I had any. Thoughts on the new Onimusha game? No, because I never played the original Onimushas. But I'm good. I'm happy that an old franchise that people like is coming back, and hopefully it's good. Would I dress up as Luigi for Halloween? Maybe someday. Do I like matcha? I don't think I've ever had matcha in anything. So I don't know if I would like it or not. Did I love Wicked? I haven't seen it. The musical nor the movie, so I don't know. Why does Matthew McConaughey get to do all these interstellar travel movies like Contact and Interstellar? Because he's a good actor? So they want him for these projects? Is chocolate my weakness? I love chocolate. Chocolate is my favorite kind of sweet and or kind of like guilty pleasure thing. Knowing that the lead dev, writer, radio host, dialogue dev are all gone, realistically, what do you expect with GTA 6, a game? And we'll see where it goes from there. Unlike everyone else, I'm not anticipating or expecting the best game ever, nor am I banking on it. I know that whenever I've ever played a GTA game, it put butts in seats. Every time that I played the classics, GTA 4, or the spin-offs, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, and then GTA 5 was one of my biggest playthroughs of all time. Even though a lot of people don't even think it's that good of a game, it was one of my biggest playthroughs of all time. So I feel like with GTA 6, it would have that effect. but I'm not expecting it to be an insanely good game either at the same time. What am I having for dinner tonight? Well, Schoolie, if people contribute, I'm having Popeyes because we're going to do DSP Tries It. Right now, we're at $46 out of the 150 goal to do it. I want to do it today. It would be perfect. My wife is working, so it would be perfect. I'd be able to order, and then she wouldn't have to cook or anything when she comes home. We would just have food together, which would be nice for me to do the DSP Tries It, because we wanted to Popeyes a week and a half ago, if you remember, and then the streak ended. We were one stream away from doing it, and then the streak ended, and it canceled the whole thing out. And then we had to restart with the new goals and the new idea, which are working now. But we want to hit it today. I want to order it. The backup plan is that, my wife would make something, I don't even know. Like, I think we have hot dogs. We have, we can make a tortellini soup, something faster like that can be thrown together quick because she's working today. But I enjoy another Bully game, of course. And everyone was very excited for Bully 2 until Rockstar just canceled it, which is so sad that they did. Thoughts on Naughty Dog's new game? I don't know. We'll see when when we have more information and when it comes out. I guess we'll find out. It certainly looks weird. It looks like they're copying other people's ideas. Like, oh, it has to be like Alien, 1980s retro, futuristic, which is weird because we just had Starfield that did that. Alien has done that. So it seems like they're stealing other people's ideas. I don't know. I just love how they're advertising it as the new franchise from Naughty Dog. So wait a minute. New franchise? Your game didn't come out yet. You can't have a franchise until you have a successful launch of a game that people want more content. Then you can create a franchise. You don't just assume a franchise before the game is successful. You're setting yourself up for disaster if you do that. And it sounds like that's exactly what they're doing. Keep in mind, we are having a massive shift right now in culture. It's not like it was 3-4 years ago. Things have completely flipped. In the United States, we just had a crazy election where now right wing is dominating the culture and dominating politics. So imagine if this game comes out and it's all kinds of liberal leftist agenda shit like Last of Us 2 was, but people are just not getting it this time. They're like, nah, I don't think so. This could be a complete flip, and it might be a huge wake-up call for the gaming industry, and notably Neil Druckmann, who had it real nice for a few years now because he was riding that wave. But the wave has calmed down. So I'm very curious what's going to happen. All right. Well, everyone, I guess that's that. Let's end the show. All right. Let's get set up here and get started with Bloodborne for today. Finish up the laboratory and head towards the nautical town and get going because it's going to be very challenging. I remember it being very challenging. But hopefully we'll get really far and get near the end, be able to wrap it up this week. Okay. And thanks to those for the early support. Sucks that we couldn't hit the goal. I really wanted to hit the goal during the show so we could order and have it done, and then we just focus on Bloodborne. But now, it's uncertain. And by the way, again, we could do it right now during this stream. We just need the support levels to do it. I'm looking at a bunch of people over on Kick with 0 contributions today. Nothing, really. 0. Anyway. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Tomorrow should be a fun stream. I mean, tomorrow's going to be a fun day with the big long-form reacts returning. I hope that you'll be here for it. thank you all for a great show. I really appreciate it. And thank you. Happy holidays to everyone. Thanks for helping me solidify what we're doing on the Holiday Marathon, which now sounds like a good variety of stuff. And I will see you all tomorrow for the Level 1 podcast.